Hey guys, today we're going to talk about bottles that you can buy for your father on Father's Day. Hey guys, welcome back to F&G Whiskey. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about bottles that actual bourbon enthusiasts enjoy. So this will be hopefully give you a guide into bottles that you can buy for somebody who's an avid collector that they would be okay with having. If I received these bottles as a gift, I would be more than happy, and I would definitely find something to do with them. So let's start off the list. So first on the list, we will go with just your standard Buffalo Trace. In some areas, this is tough to find, but in my area, you can find it within 2 or 3 stores. Not going to break the bank, usually coming in at that $25, $30 price point. And usually anybody who's into bourbon likes Buffalo Trace. It's usually a pretty solid option. So number 1 is Buffalo Trace. If you want to go a little bit higher on the spectrum, you can look for an Eagle Rare. It's going to be a little harder to find. Some places jack up the price a little bit. So yeah, Eagle Rare is going to cost you $35, $45, somewhere in that range, but a little tougher to find. Next on the list, I don't have one, but it's made by this brand, so Woodford Doubled Oaked. These are usually in that $55 range. If you find a store pick, that's even icing on the cake. But yeah, Woodford Doubled Oaked, definitely a good bottle to have, definitely a good bottle to own. So we'll go, that's number 2. Number 3 on the list. These are usually pretty easy to find nowadays. Rare breed, this one's coming in about $55. This one's coming in about $65. This is the rye, this is the bourbon. Both are excellent choices. Most avid, bourbon enthusiasts love these bottles. So coming in at number 3 on the list would be either the Wild Turkey rye or the bourbon. Next on the list, Knob Creek. Now, this is a store pick, and that's why I'm recommending this. This usually comes in at $55, and I would say these usually sit on the shelf for quite a while. When these hit, they're usually around that 9-year age statement, and it's not really an age statement, but it tells you on the bottle how old it is. But these come in at 120 proof. They're usually a pretty solid option. So, yeah, number 4 on the list would be Knob Creek. Number 5. These are a little more harder to find. This is the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. This coming in, it's a 7-year-old bourbon, and these usually come in also around that $55 range. Just picked this one up, and from what I remember, I really like these. Solid offering, and not too bad, not too hard to find. I see them kind of sitting nowadays. Maybe in your area a little harder to find, and that's why we have 10 on this option for you. Next, New Riff Single Barrel. Now this one particularly as a store pick, that's what I would suggest getting because then it's going to be more unique. So if you can find, if New Riff's in your area, if you can find a store pick, that would definitely be a good option. This one's coming in at 113 proof, and I believe I paid $55 for it. So I've seen them stray up to that 65 range, but for $55, you're getting a solid offering, and it would definitely be a good gift for your dad. Next on the list, these are usually sitting on the list. 1920, also I'll caveat that with 1910. They're both solid options. 1910 is going to be in that $50 range. The 1920 is going to be more in the $60 range. And these are absolute great bottles to have, great daily sippers, and any avid bourbon drinker usually says 1920 or 1910. So definitely another option for you here. Next on the list, now we're going to get into a little higher price point. So barrel bourbon. This is batch 33. I really enjoyed this batch a lot, so much that I was kind of forced to buy another bottle not too long ago, and I'll get into that story another time. But I got 32 and I actually really enjoy it too. So I'm saying that they're definitely putting out some good stuff. I think their stuff is really unique because they're blending several different whiskeys together, and you get age, but then you also get some of the younger, brighter notes from the younger bourbons. So yeah, barrel bourbon comes in around that 90 price point, and they're usually just sitting on the shelves. So solid option. Now this is one where I almost want to put an asterisk by it. I picked up the High Rye. When this bottle first came out, I kind of fanboyed over it and bought two. Regret buying two. But if you like MGP, which this is believed to be sourced from, it's a very light whiskey. It's not going to be punchy with flavor. And that's why I say I would have rather got this as a gift versus paying for it myself. So that's why I threw Blue Run on here. I figure, you know, it's a nice bottle if you're giving it as a gift. So that's why I added Blue Riff. To tell you the truth, I think they're a little overpriced by about 20, 30 bucks because I think this was about $90. And so that would be my advice on this bottle is, yes, I would love to get it as a gift. It would be pretty cool to receive, but the juice isn't quite worth the price point. Last on the list is Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series. Right now, you can still find 7 and 8 on the shelves. Me personally, I would lean 7 over 8. I haven't tried 9 yet. I don't believe 9 has hit here. If it has, I could be incorrect, but I haven't got one yet. But these Discovery Series, they're very transparent. This one's coming in at 114.5 proof. This is Series 7. It tells you all the blends on the side. You're getting older whiskey that's blended together, and these are phenomenal. When I first bought this batch 7, I honestly thought that I messed up. I thought that it was not a very good whiskey, and when I was about, I think it was my 4th pour, so it kind of broke even my rule. My rule is usually I don't judge a whiskey till the 3rd. I think it was about the 4th or the 5th pour. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. As you can see, I only have about 4 ounces left. But these come in at that 130 to 150 range. They set on the shelves, so you should be able to find one. But I will say they are very, very good. So if you're looking for a really nice bottle for your dad for Father's Day, then definitely consider the Bardstown. So yeah, that's 10 different options that you have there, and hopefully that will help you get an idea of what bottle to find for your dad who loves bourbon. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I guess the question I have is there any other bottles that I should have had on this list? Looking to build a whiskey community here, so I've got TikTok, I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram. Go follow those. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and keep searching for that perfect pour. Hey guys, on a personal note, it's June, it's mental health awareness, and the world is better with you in it. So if you need anything, reach out to me on my social media platforms. I'm definitely here to help.